Hello everybody. I don't know if my phone's really giving it justice, but there's this beautiful sort of orange light everywhere. That's what I'm going through. It's nice. Anyway, so I just thought I'd check in with whoever's watching and myself. This is basically the farm. It's just shit, herb mauvaise everywhere. I mean, butternuts are doing fine and that, but turns out that what I thought were Romanesco that turned out to be broccoli are now in actual fact Romanesco. These are the broccolis. So they're starting, and it's late October. But you can just see all around, it's just weeds. Now, we didn't have a winter. We had a couple of days that ducked behind maybe 2 degrees for a couple of days, but nothing of any value. And then in March we hit 27, 29 degrees. See if I can get around there. And then after April, see, it's all this kind of stuff. Look, you just haven't been able to get to it. Ipomoea there. Or, no, it's not Ipomoea. Late April, May, June, beginning of July, guaranteed between 1 and 3 centimetres of rain a day. Hitting 23, 24 degrees. Can you see that? Can you see that colour? It's magnificent. It's just fucking hot. That's what it's looking like. There you go. Look. Don't mind that. So basically for 11 weeks, just couldn't get here because I would have compacted the soil, which I'm so glad I didn't, because now what I'm doing right now, it's like 9ish. I'm watering, and the water is actually going into the ground. If I had walked all over this 1,000 times, it would have been just like it raining in the city. It would have nowhere to go. Walking over, the water would pass over concrete and you'd be fucked. And of course all these weeds are keeping all the water in a little bit as well, putting a bit of shade on the plants. So we are in actual fact coming into strawberry season, which don't make no sense. I'm gonna have to be quick because they're quite small. But I reckon just as now, and they're wet now because I've just watered here, there's probably 2 kilos. So there's 36 quid. I'm actually genuinely worried about slipping. First time ever. I mean, I'm eating well, there's just nothing to sell, you know. I've made rabbit taste like chicken, I've made rabbit taste like pork, I've made rabbit taste like beef, and I've made rabbit tastes like rabbit. So I'm actually enjoying eating all of this rabbit that I'm making as well, and I'm selling a lot. I'm gonna have to double my efforts, double the population. But so yeah, I'm really glad I didn't do. I mean, I just haven't been able to get to it. Like, there's all this dock everywhere and all this odd grass, and basically you got a couple of hours in the morning, so between where you can see and when it's just too hot to do anything. And then you come up like 8 o'clock, like tonight. I'll have to go down that way. And then you've got a little bit of window time to weeding, any harvesting to do. I get a basket of food for myself every day. Let's go and have a look at that. I might have a little chance to do a bit of strimming like I did here. Got the potatoes downstairs coming out slowly but surely. So yeah, I've just got to finish weeding off in there. Ease a hot dog. Still haven't fucking finished that. Making a bit of junk for the rabbits, drying up the old cabbage leaves. So yeah, all the tomatoes mildewed to death. So this will be going over there to give the peppers a little drink. But you know, I've got some courgettes in there, look, amongst the weeds, amongst the persicaria and the amaranthus. I've got some chicories in there, I've got some stuff going on. So I basically pull out a basket like this every day. I mean, these ones I've cut specifically because I don't want them on the farm, but the chickens will have all of that. So I've got 3 or 4 of them, but the rest is courgette, a bit of chard, a couple of broccolis. Oh, there's a nice bit of wind coming as well. So I've got some chilies in there as well. You know, there's just bits and bobs, sort of tide you over. I mean, if sweating was a sport, I'd be freaking Olympic. But there's just nothing, there's no point in worrying about anything at the minute. It's just is what it is, basically. It just is what it is. Not much I can do about nothing, so kind of enjoying just playing computer games, basically, and sleeping during the day. Well, without the interruption of tourists, that is. There's plenty of them. Made my pickles today, made some pickled gherkins. Started the sun-baked, sun-dried tomatoes because it's 38 degrees in my garden. It takes like 2 days. So tonight I'm going to have an early night, and then tomorrow morning I've got to be up here for 5 o'clock, 5:30. Get on with the strimming because all the thistle, I'm not going up there now, but the thistle is starting to come into seed. And once that, I've contained it most years, but this is, I'm just going to have to brute force it, find the wheel somewhere, get all that trimmed, because if I'm getting into strawberry season again, I don't want freaking thistle chardon seeds all over the place. So that's my main job tomorrow morning, and then of course turn the watering off. I leave the watering on all night. I've got a plan for how I can water the whole farm up and down with the switch of a tap, and do that every night. I think I've got my maths right. If I can, but so that's for next year. But anyway, so that's it. I won't be much longer. I won't show you downstairs. Look, this is beautiful colour there. Beautiful sky, beautiful. And I'm eating really well and just chilling the fuck out, really. Realising that perhaps my autistic tendencies are getting stronger because I just can't stand people. Anyway, lots of love. Cheerio, bye.